Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 224 of Bill Man the Sport Guys podcast. I'm your host, Bill Man the Sports Guy. For the latest weekly news of the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and college sports, and also WNBA, this is the podcast to be. So, our first topic is actually going to be on the WNBA because today's topic, we're going to talk about the big news coming out of the WNBA, along with my weekly NFL power rankings heading in to week 6. So, or week 7, but we're more than a month in. All right. So the biggest thing in the WNBA is Cathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner. I have to ask you guys this. Is she ranked the worst commissioner in all of sports now? Is she worse than Roger Goodell? Is she worse than Rob Manfred? Is she worse than Gary Bettman? And is she worse than Adam Silver? Why do I say that? The thing I find troubling is the discussion she was having with the current player on the FISLA caller's comments. This is what she responded back to her about players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese not getting paid highly enough as they should. She should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court. Without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. Here's a little research and facts that I made. First of all, the average salary of a WNBA player is $102,249. And even if we were to go to the top 10 highest paid WNBA players in 2025, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark's teammate, is the highest paid at $269,000, followed by Joelle Lloyd, $249,000, along with Arike Ogunbawe at $249,000, Kalaya Copper at $248,000. Then you have Satu Sabali at $215,000, along with Eliza Thomas. Skylar Diggins Smith at $214,000, along with Natasha Howard and Breonna Jones, also making $214,000. And then again at 12, Nafasia Collier, $214,000. Jonquil Jones, $209,000. Kalia McBride, $205,000. Dorica Hamby, $202,000. Ariel Atkins and Deonjay Carrington, $200,000, along with Natasha Clown, Tiffany Hayes. AJ Wilson, $200,000. Chelsea Gray, $196,000. And to round up the top 25, Nakia Ogumike at $195,000, which is absolutely insane. By the way, in 2025 year alone, Caitlin Clark's average salary for the WNBA was at $78,000. Angel Reese, $74,000, which is insane. And also, in terms of revenue, the WNBA went up, skyrocketed from 226 million projected last year to 710 projected. And I can guarantee that that's going to go all the way up. So, in my overall opinion, with Cathy Engelbert, who's been the WNBA commissioner since 2019, those comments, not a good look. Because, listen, with the stars they've had and with the new stars and the new generation coming in, I think the WNBA is going to grow. And to say that Caitlin Clark should be grateful, in the end, it's one of these comments that it just does not make you look good at the end of the day. And I honestly think it's a bit of a disgrace, you know? I I don't really agree with her comments at all. I think everyone should get paid. I want to see the players get paid. I think Caitlin Clark deserves a big contract. I think Angel Reese deserves a big contract. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions on the whole Cathy Engelbert comment situation. on Twitter at Billman Sports, Instagram at Billman Sports Guy, and here on YouTube at Billman Sports Guy. All right, we are now going to talk about one big free NHL free agency signing. Well, technically not a free agency signing, but obviously somebody that was supposed to be a free agent come next year. That will not be the case. We are going to talk about Kirill Kaprizov as he signs an 8-year, $136 million deal with the Minnesota Wild. Kirill Kaprizov, one of the best players in the Minnesota Wild, and I really think she is going. I think this is the best contract for the Minnesota Wild, and I think this is going to look really good and a pretty underrated contract too. And Kirill Kaprizov, top 10 greatest star in the NHL. All right, let's quickly go into Week 6 NFL Power Rankings. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the rankings and how would you change it. At number 32, I have the Cleveland Browns. Number 31, New York Jets. Number 30, New York Giants. Number 29, the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations on getting your first win of the season, by the way. Number 28, the Tennessee Titans. Number 27, the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 26, the Miami Dolphins. 25, the Carolina Panthers. 24, the New England Patriots. 23, the Arizona Cardinals. 22, Cincinnati Bengals. 21, Atlanta Falcons, even though they were on a bye week. Number 20, Chicago Bears. Number 19, Seattle Seahawks. Number 18, Dallas Cowboys. Number 17, Los Angeles Rams. Number 16, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 15, the Baltimore Ravens. Yikes. Number 14, the Kansas City Chiefs. At 13, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 12, the Houston Texans. All right. At number 12, the Houston Texans. Number 11, the Indianapolis Colts. Number 10, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 9, the San Francisco 49ers. Number 8, the Green Bay Packers. Number 7, the Minnesota Vikings. Number 6, the Washington Commanders. Number 5, the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 4, the Denver Broncos. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. And the number 1 team from Week 6 in the NFL, in my opinion, the Detroit Lions. That is all for today's episode. Let me know your thoughts on the whole Cathy Engelbert comment situation and the NFL Power Rankings, and also Kirill Kaprizov contract extension. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 224 of Bill Man the Sport Guys podcast. I'm your host, Bill Man the Sports Guy. Stay tuned for episode number 225 with a special guest. Peace.